You got it tuned here to A World of Music. We are listener-sponsored. It's volunteer-powered, 88.1 FM, WYCE, Wyoming, Grand Rapids, a service of Grand Rapids Community Media Center. My name's Quinn. We're down here at Listening Room, as we are every Thursday at noon. Folks, this is GR Live. Can't get away with doing that up here anymore now that we're on Facebook, too. People see we're the ones cheering it on.
I thought that was a great introduction. That was worthy of applause.
Looks like Nick and Quinn are enjoying it there. Thank you so much for joining us again here from Listening Room, GR Live, a once-a-week radio show. We do live performances. I'm going to chat with actors, theater, community groups, theater, a little bit of everything on the hour-long broadcast. You can join us here in person. Listening Room located at 123 Ionia, downtown Grand Rapids. We're here at Studio Park. 123 restaurant downstairs open for lunch. Kylin's got the bar here in Listening Room. So you can join us, hang out, and catch these live performances. Of course, on your community radio station, it's 88.1 FM, streaming on WYCE.org. We're live on Facebook as well, thanks to our partners at GRTV. Did that. I think we can play some music now, buddy. Always a fan when this gentleman comes and joins us on the air here. He's a longtime friend of the music community here at Listening Room and, of course, on WYCE. So we'll let him take it away with a tune, chat with him. Ladies and gentlemen, right here at Listening Room on WYCE, it's Nicholas James Thomasma.
Thanks a lot, everybody. This one's called Great Big Dream. I want a little home on top of a hill where my dogs can roam and come and go as they will. In a little pond or a little stream, just a little home, just a great big dream. It's gonna be quiet every night. We're gonna burn a fire and candlelight, sing a little song, burn off a little steam in the little home, in my great big dreams. In my little home, in my little home, the little home in my great big dream. There's a weeping willow tree hanging over the stream in the little home in my great big dream. We're gonna watch the sun set through the trees. We're gonna listen for trains floating in the breeze. And up on the porch there's a little swing in the little home in my great big dreams. In my little home, in my little home, the little home in my great big dreams. There's a weeping willow tree hanging over the stream in the little home in my great big dreams. And inside, waiting for me, is a pretty little woman, happy as can be. The kids ain't gonna bed, and there ain't no little screams. It's just a happy little home, it's a great big dream. In my little home, in my little home, the little home in my great big dreams. There's a weeping willow tree hanging over the street in the little home in my great big dreams. In my little home, my little home, the little home in my great big dreams. There's a weeping willow tree hanging over the street in the little home in my great big dreams.
That's live music there from Nicholas James Thomasma right here at Listening Room on WYCE. Nick, how the heck are you, sir?
Oh, man, I am good. I'm so good. I'm in such a good mood today, Quinn.
Are you You do get in bad moods sometimes.
Oh,
right?
definitely.
I've never seen it.
I don't come down to the radio station though.
No, of course not.
When I'm in a bad mood.
It'd be the weirdest thing ever if I asked how you're doing. You're like, terrible.
Which is actually, now that I say that, like,
it's gonna be a great next 30
there are
minutes.
a lot of really grumpy DJs out there.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a tough industry. But WYCE does not have like grumpy DJs. It's like the complete opposite
Can't be grumpy.
of what the radio industry is like. It's an anomaly in this world, and we're so lucky to have it. So thanks to WYCE for having us on the air today.
Actually, I'm in a bad mood.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Anyway, of course, here on WYCE at Listening Room, as we were saying, for GR Live every Thursday, Nick's here with me. The listening audience knows Nick very well, out and about performing a lot around the region and around Michigan. He's a huge fan of Michigan, we know, a songwriter, and I want to chat with you about this. We were chatting a little bit before, and we always do this little pre-interview thing to find out what's all going on. You do some really cool things with songwriting. Of course, I have like Songteller sessions that we do here at Listening Room, but you've taken part in these artists in residence retreats in different areas. Tell us a little bit about this Port Austin one coming up and what it sort of means when you say it's an artist in residency songwriting retreat.
Right, totally. So, yeah, this weekend is Hugo Songs, the Port Austin Artist in Residence Songwriting Retreat Weekend. And this came about because I originally went to Harbor Beach, Michigan for an Artist in Residence program. And what an Artist in Residence program is, basically, it's time and space. They give you a place and an amount of time to use that place to do your creative endeavors. And believe it or not, these are real things and they exist all over the place. And so there's this tiny town called Harbor Beach that sits on the shores of Lake Huron on the other side of Michigan over in the Thumb. And one of my friends was living there and she posted, "Hey, come be my neighbor for a month." And it was a link to an artist in residence program. And I filled out the form and they chose me. And so I went and spent a month in Harbor Beach, Michigan, just writing songs. That was my only responsibility while I was there. And while I was there, I was talking to the Harbor Beach Artist in Residence program about songwriting retreat weekends. And they were like, "Well, why don't you do one here?" And I said, "Well, okay, well, where do we do it?" And they said, "You should do it up in Port Austin at the Bee Barn." So I started working with the Port Austin Artist in Residence program to produce this songwriting retreat weekend. This is our second year that we're doing it. There will be approximately 12 songwriters all gathered together. And this magical thing happens when you get songwriters together. They write songs. Yeah. So by the end of the weekend, we're going to have a whole bunch of new songs that never existed before and never would have existed if it wasn't for these Artist in Residence programs.
And the folks taking place for this one this weekend, does everyone sort of know each other? Are you coming in completely blind with the different musicians that you'll be working with and writing with?
I think a couple people will know each other, but for the most part, it's going to be a lot of people who are not familiar with each other. And I know most of the participants personally, so I'm kind of excited for certain people to be meeting other people throughout this weekend. And I know for sure we have a really wonderful group of people that are coming.
Is there a specific way, does it need to happen organically with writing and with art, or do you kind of have prompts and things you should write about? Is it a little bit everything? Let's see what happens, but also let's try to plan some stuff out?
Yeah, definitely it's both. In terms of songwriting, like it is magic. It's absolutely magic to take something, you know, that's in the air, a concept, an idea, and turn it into music and melody. But magic doesn't happen by accident. Yeah. There is a practice and a technique to it. And so while certainly what we want is for the magic to happen, we also need to inspire the magic.
Sure.
And we do that with prompts and techniques and songwriting ideas, co-writing, communication, camaraderie, all the things that happen when songwriters get together. That's how songs get created.
Yeah, I think you make a good point, too, of a little bit of both. You kind of need the prompts. You need something to create the magic. But almost even on the other hand, like you just said, that creating magic also can't just straight up happens sometimes, and you know when to like go take a walk on the beach or something, put the guitar down for a second. I remember when you were talking about living over there, you went to like the football games and like got to know the community. It's not all about making sure at all moments you're writing, you got pen to paper or a guitar in hand. You got to get out there and experience things to have it come in.
Exactly. That's what I found right away. I was like, cool, I've got a cabin right on Lake Huron for a whole month. I'm going to write 100 songs. Yeah. And then after like 3 days of being isolated in this cabin by myself, I was like, okay, I got to get the heck out of this cabin. Yeah. And I went into town and I ate at a restaurant and I met some of the locals. And then I came home and I wrote a song based on the conversation that we had. Yep. And I found that it was by experiencing the surroundings, the area around me, that was what was inspiring. It's not enough to just like go sit in a place and be inspired. You have to live in order to be inspired. And so after I wrote a whole bunch of songs, I was like, okay, now I need to go experience things. And I wrote like 15 songs while I was there in the course of the month. So basically every other day a new song came out.
Chatting here again with Nicholas James Thomasma here at Listening Room for GR Live on WYCE. You can join us down here. We're here for the next hour until 1 p.m. with live music. And we're going to let you take it away with a few more tunes here.
Great. This next song is, I'm going to talk about this in my songwriting retreat weekend. This came from a moment where I was just about to do the dishes. And I have a friend who has a theory on this. He says that when you're driving or when you're doing the dishes or mowing the lawn, you're doing something. There's an activity that you're doing, but there's plenty of room for your brain to wander, right? Like I don't have to think about doing the dishes. And so one day I was just about to do the dishes. The sink was full, hot water, soapy water. And right as I was about to put my hands in the water, I had this thought of, I've been thinking about the one that got away. And immediately I was like, there's a song in there. And almost that fast, the next line came, and the dishes did not get done that day. I've been thinking about the one that got away. I've been trying to think of what I'd say if we ever crossed paths. How would I handle that? My guess is I'd be scared and slip away. I see glimpses of her everywhere I go. She's in the audience at every show. She's in the rearview mirror, but I'm nowhere near her. I turn my head, she's always gone. What can I say? We were young. It's fair to say I was done. It seemed like there would always be another day. Things have changed, I'm getting old. It's lonely and I'm cold. I'm thinking about the one that got away. Where she ended up, well, I don't know. I stopped following when I saw that photo. The diamond ring on a mountaintop, it nearly made my heart stop. She's better off, and so I had to let her go. What can I say? We were young. It's fair to say I was done. It seemed like there would always be another day. Things have changed, I'm getting old. It's lonely and I'm cold. And I'm thinking about the one that got
day I came across her at the store. She had a baby in her arms, was planning for a couple more. And we hugged, but it felt wrong. The magic was all gone. And I said, it's nice to see you, but I gotta go. And what can I say? We were young. It's fair to say I was dumb. It seemed like there would always be another day. Things have changed, I'm getting old. It's lonely and I'm cold. I'm thinking about the one that got away. What can I say? We were young. Looking back, we just begun. It seemed like there would always be another day. There's no promises we know, and some things you don't outgrow. Now I'm thinking about the one that got away.
Thanks, everybody. That's from my latest album, which is called Rolling Home. It's a collection of stories and songs that I've picked up over the years while traveling around in my bright orange Volkswagen bus. And in addition to being a solo artist, I also play in a band called Nicholas James and the Bandwagon. And we had a wonderful summer. We played a bunch of music festivals, and we're looking forward to moving into the recording studio this fall and winter, and coming out with some new songs over the course of the next year. And in fact, we've already begun this process with one of the songs that I started in the early stages of the pandemic. I was sitting at home kind of thinking about, if I had known that it was going to be like this, I would have done things differently. And I think that probably we can all say the same thing about that time period. But this one is called If I Had Known. Like this, when I wrote my bucket list, I didn't care at the time, 'cause I was doing fine. I didn't hear what you were telling me. I didn't want to see. I didn't care what you wanted to say, 'cause I was walking away. But if I had known it would be like this, I would have stood by with a kiss. If I had known it would be this way, I would have begged you to stay. If I had known, if I had only known. But I didn't know. I didn't know. Chance to say all the things I wanted to say. I didn't speak up when I could, and now I wish I would have said these things to you like I wanted to, but I didn't know. I didn't know. But if I had known it would be like this, would have stood by with a kiss. If I had known it would be this way, I would have begged you to stay. If I had known, if I had only known. But I didn't know. We didn't know. But if I could do it, I
time, and everything would still be fine. Little changes to the past, it still won't bring you back. But I didn't know, we didn't know, I didn't know it'd be so long to sit and hear it on. I didn't know it would be so hard to be so far apart. I didn't know it would be so tough to miss the ones I love. I didn't know, we didn't know. If I had known it would be like this, I would have spied with a kiss. If I had known it would be this way, I would have begged you to stay. If I had known, if I had only known. But I didn't know, I didn't know. If I had known it would be like this, if I had known it would be this way, if I had known, if I had only known. But I didn't know, we didn't know.
Again, live music there from Nicholas James Thomasma joining us here at Listening Room for GR Live. Appreciate you tuning in on WYCE 88.1 FM or live on Facebook as well. If you just tuned in, Nick and I were talking before about songwriting and wonderful songwriting retreats, artists in residences that he takes part in. You've got Hugo Songs over in Port Austin. Nick, for anyone that was maybe listening to our segment back then when we were talking about this, how could they get involved with all these artists in residence retreats and things that you're involved with?
Well, unfortunately, there's not like an easy way to find artist in residence programs. But if you follow me, then you can follow me, find out more about the information about retreats that I'm doing. I do this one in the fall, and then Earthwork Music. I'm a member of the Earthwork Music Collective, and we do one in the wintertime as well. And I've also done it through Lowell Arts in the spring. So there's continually new opportunities coming along. And if you check out my website at nicholasjamesthomasma.com, I'll keep you up to date. And that's also where you can register for Hugo Songs this weekend if you want to come out to Port Austin and write songs with me.
And I was going to say, you're right. I mean, I follow you just on Instagram, Facebook. You're always kind of discussing. It's not just about the performances of things you're involved with or how to get involved with those things. So that wasn't even just a plug for yourself. Truly, that is a good way to understand and get involved with some of these things here. Again, live here on WYCE from Listening Room. I'm going to take it away with one more. It's our good friend, Nicholas James Thomasma.
As I mentioned, I spent a month in Harbor Beach writing songs, and I wrote like 15 songs while I was there, and then I said to myself, I did it. I'm done. I'm just going to enjoy the rest of my time here in Harbor Beach. And that's when I wrote this next song.
Love is love, people are people, just like they. It's just that simple. Open the door, ring the bell in the steeple. Love is love, people are people. Black or white, we're all shades of brown, and we're all the same. Deep down, and if we different, well, that's okay. Love is blind anyway. Love is love. People are people, just like they. It's just that simple. Open the door, ring the bell in the steeple. Love is love. People are people. Boys will be boys, or boys may be girls. There are all kinds of children in this world. You don't have to know or understand, but just remember we're all human. Love is love. People are people, just like they. It's just that simple. Open the door, ring the bell in the steeple. 'Cause love is love. People are people. And I know it's difficult to change, but there is no more room for hate. And when it's all said and done, you know everyone needs love. Top of the mountain, how you been? And I assure you, it's not just a dream. Brothers and sisters, we are all equal. Love is love. People are people. Love is love. People are people, just like they. It's just that simple. Open the door, ring the bell in the steeple. Love is love. People are people. Let me break it down. Let me make it simple. Love is love. People are people.
That's our good friend Nicholas James Thomasma right here on WYCE hanging out with us at Listening Room for GR Live. Nick, always great to see you, buddy. Kelly Jo doing okay out there?
Oh, she's doing great. She's ready for her big road trip this weekend out to the Thumb.
I saw her parked right by the doors on the second floor over there. We're
That's
talking
called-
about the
that's
bus.
called rock star parking. when you get to park right by the doors, I always get that for
course.
some reason.
Great to see you, buddy.
It's good to see you too, Quinn. Thanks for having me here on GR Live.
You got it. It's WYCE. It's 88.1 FM. It's 88.1 FM. It's a WYCE. Again, my name's Quinn, hosting here from Listening Room, as we do every Thursday at noon. You can join us here for these live performances and chats with community members here. And, of course, 88.1 FM on the radio, WYCE.org to stream, and live on Facebook as well. As I mentioned, we have live performances, Actors Theater. You guys can come get kind of situated and get ready up here. They're going to do a performance here in a moment. But what's nice about these radio shows we do between the acts, talk about wonderful things happening in the community, especially around downtown. Jen is to my left right here because I wanted to do this right, because it's Broadway.
You got to do the jazz hands.
Is that how you have to say it?
Yeah, you have to do the jazz hands. Broadway Grand Rapids.
Broadway Grand Rapids, starting off the season. I know the show, but I'll let you say what it is, because I'm pumped for this, that we have this downtown here.
So here's what's happening. The kicking off this season is going to be Tootsie. Yeah. And if you recall, probably going to age ourselves right now. If you remember the film back in the 80s, it starred Dustin Hoffman. And phenomenal movie, but it's going to be a different story on stage. So if you don't know the movie, it is based on Michael Dorsey, who is an ego-driven actor, and he's pulling an outrageous stunt in order to get the job that he wants. And we all know we've probably done something crazy to get the gig that we want. So the first and foremost, it's a comedy musical. So you're going to get a lot of laughs. You're going to find some witty humor. I mean, there's still the music and choreography, but really setting the tone is going to be the comedy.
The movie is just the best. Dustin Hoffman, come on, what a role.
I mean, I have it on beta. How can it not be so
come
good?
on, But yeah, like you said, the stage show is a little different, and even just being a musical, so big musical numbers and things like that, but still has the comedy. That's the opening show.
That is the opening show,
and that's starting off when we got those?
October 11th through the 16th. Now I just got to remind people, though, you have, I think, until October 5th to become a season subscriber. So this gets you our 5-show package, and really a great way to get a taste of all different kinds of musicals, because we have an incredible lineup. So following Tootsie, we're actually going to rewind because of the wonderful pandemic, right? There was some reschedule. And so Come From Away. Have you heard of Come From Away?
I've heard of it, but I'm not familiar with it.
This is going to be a heartwarming show. It is the story, true, remarkable story of the planes that got rerouted to Newfoundland, Canada.
Okay.
And so this small community took in about 7,000 people and really embraced them during this horrible time in our country's history. And so it takes a look back, and no intermission. So it is going to be high emotion the entire time. So that's going to close off what was the 21-22.
Yeah.
Following that, then we also have 6, which is in January. And 6 is going, I mean, think girl power to the extreme. It's Henry VIII's 6 Wives. And so if you enjoy those little tiny desk concerts on NPR, they did a performance. We posted it on our Facebook page. But during the pandemic, a lot of people really started listening to the soundtrack. So this is going to be high energy, think Spice Girls meets, Broadway stage. So it should be fun. And then we're going to bring Stomp to the area St. Patty's Day weekend. And Stomp, I mean, I'm still in awe of all the different household goods they make sounds out of. I mean, and the sounds of music that can come from the everyday items, right? And then we have My Fair Lady in April. That's a classic love story. And then Hadestown, if you're into Greek mythology. So that's happening in May. And then we're closing it off with the 2 weeks of Disney's Frozen.
Come on.
I know. I mean,
so you got a little bit of everything.
GR on the map in bringing these touring Broadway shows. And I think it just complements everything that happens downtown, too. We've got our local performances on stage locally, but a lot of people forget that these are true Broadway shows. Yeah.
And, I know we know and most people know, but for someone that's not familiar with Broadway Grand Rapids, where do these performances take place? Where do you go see the show?
We do the show at DeVos Performance Hall. So if you've been in DeVos Performance Hall, you know that that's the perfect stage to bring these tours to. We also are very, very keenly aware about the accessibility issues that may, some people may think, okay, well, maybe it's not for me. During our matinees, we provide ASL, closed captioning, audio description. So we really want to make it a space where people know that they are welcome and they belong in these seats.
Broadway Grand Rapids. Now, finding information about this, one thing we always talk about, too, about getting advance tickets. You talked about the season pass, all that good stuff of making sure you're going to the right spot. You can find weird third-party ticketing, all that stuff.
Yes, I know, right?
To specifically know your Broadway Grand Rapids, DeVos, these shows, where do we want to go for that?
You're just going to head over to BroadwayGrandRapids.com, and You know what? Good idea to sign up for those free e-club newsletters and alerts because you're going to be able to get your hands on tickets before they go on sale to the public.
I'll see you for Tootsie over there for sure.
All
I
right,
love
sounds
that
good,
show.
Quinn.
Jen, will you just come over here and do the show every week with me?
I would love to. I mean, I had no idea that this happens, and I'm going to have lunch here with you guys soon.
Did you guys notice my energy going up as Jen's talking to me? I'm usually just like falling asleep like, hey.
That's
Jen's
not
here
true.
hanging out, man. He can't have
This
fun.
is awesome.
Broadway, Grand Rapids, Jen, always great to see you.
Great to see you.
It's WYCE, it's 88.1 FM. Thank you. Live here at Listening Room for WYC's GR Live. We do this every Thursday from 12 to 1 p.m. Great performance from Nicholas James Thomasmo. We just chatted with Broadway Grand Rapids. And our friends from Actors Theater have taken over the stage here. And they're going to do a performance from the show 100 Days. I've got Kyle here with me to tell me a little bit about the show 100 Days over at Actors Theater.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So 100 Days, you might not know the musical. It is written by the folk duo The Banksons, Abigail and Sean Bankson. It is a true story based on their own relationship. Really focuses on Abigail's journey with the relationship due to like childhood trauma and how that impacts her ability to invest in love. And really looks at grief and everything straight in the face and just says, why would I dare to enter into a relationship, dare to love, if I know the ultimate ending is death in some way? Why would I do that? And so it is a love story to grief. It is a love story to love. We've all been talking about how like the whole experience has been so therapeutic in many different ways. And like for us as a theater, we knew this was the best way to come back. We have not performed on the normal stage with productions since the shutdown. So this is the launch of our 40th season, and we knew that this was the piece of theater that we wanted to come back with.
Yeah, that sounds incredible. And I was wondering that as you were kind of describing it and knowing you guys coming back and kind of finding the perfect show. You're directing this show. You're also the executive director over at Actors Theater. How does that process kind of work? Are you researching and just trying to find different shows? Or people submitting and then you kind of have to make a choice of this? Yeah. And then this one, as you just explained, is kind of understandably, it's a therapeutic. It's a way of feeling coming out of this madness. Yeah.
Yeah, so Dan, we have all different ways of it. We have plays coming to us. We're out searching for plays. There are lots of different ways that we're finding new pieces of theater. In fact, we've got 2 premieres this year. Oh, well, plenty of premieres, but 1 world premiere from a local playwright. And then after that, we have actually a workshop production of a playwright out of New York. She wrote it a few years ago, and it hasn't been released yet. So we actually get to work with her on that process, which is awesome. Yeah. And then we have a play selection committee who looks at all these different shows, and they say, how well does this hit our mission to be producing theater that is challenging to us as artists and also thought-provoking for the community? So that's kind of how we figured it out.
Absolutely. Again, it's the cast of 100 Days here with us. It's Actors Theater. Before they take it away with some tunes, please let us know, how do you get tickets? Where is Actors Theater? What's the best way of coming to see this show?
Sure. You can get tickets at atgr.org, and we perform at Spectrum Theater, which is on the downtown campus of Grand Rapids Community College. And actually with tickets, this is something new we're launching for the 40th season. It is pay what you can. We want to make sure that all of the shows are completely as accessible as possible financially. We know that there are all sorts of weird expenses that come up on a night out. So we're saying pay whatever you can. We don't care how much. Like, just come be a part of stories.
That's amazing. Really amazing. I see an accordion over there. I see it. I see it. Tell us who we got over here and what do we got going on.
Great. So this is the entire cast of 100 Days. They are also the entire band, which is super unique to theater. You see it in a couple other shows, and this is one of those. Our music director, Alex Hamill on the far end, and Danira and Jen and Ian and TJ and I always call you by your character name, Abigail, Aubrey, and Alicia. They are here and they are ready. This first song is called Vows, and this is the first song that they wrote together, truly as a couple. It is their wedding vows that they wrote when they got engaged 3 weeks after meeting each other.
We'll let you guys take it away over there. Again, it's the cast of 100 Days from Actors Theater right here on WYCE.
See your face, and all my life I've been looking for you. Take my pride and lay it at your feet, a woven mat to keep you. For you. Take my pride and lay it at your feet, a woven mat to keep you. Take all your troubles into me. Of your homeland, I will be your shade tree. All my life I've been looking for you, been looking for you. Take my pride and lay it at your feet, a woven mat to keep you.
This next song, so they met, they fall in love instantly, and they discover we actually don't know anything about each other whatsoever. So I guess let's start at base one and try to figure out who we are. So as Sean introduces the song, this is the sound of two introverts pining.
I am in my father's car in front of the Lutheran church where I spend most days. The bald patch on my father's head stays in the car and drives away. This church has seen me born, has seen my parents go away when they lost their faith and all the friends that came with it. I drink orangeade in the church basement every day, and I breathe the same mold, and I just wait for you. It's all that I can do. Here I wait for you. Ah-ooh, 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 ah-ooh. Hey!
I'm in my living room. It's after 9. I'm waiting for my father. He's out with his drinking guys, and I don't have any friends. I'm making friends out of cabinets and chairs. We comb each other's hair. And every day at school, I choose a new name. I'm lonely where I'm living, so I'm making it a game. I make 1,000 friends. I lived with friends when I finally moved to Queens, and I don't miss my father. I miss the cabinets. I miss the chairs.
Here I am,
And
alone
every
in the
time
church
we move,
basement
I look for your
every
face.
day.
The
I
game
breathe
is
the
not to
same
notice
mold.
that I'm still in the wrong place. I make 1,000
Everywhere
friends.
I go,
None
I
of my
look
friends
around
can
to
tell that
find
I'm
your
alone.
face.
And when I feel you closer,
I tell the cabinets, I tell the chairs that I just wait for you. It's all that I can do. Here I wait for you. Ah-ooh, 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 ah-ooh. And so I've been blessed. I say yes and yes. I touch with my hands their old happiness. Thank you to Dad. I should be grateful. It's more than enough. It's so much. So I've been blessed. I say yes and yes. I touch with my hands their old happiness. Thank you for this. I should be grateful. It's more than enough. It's so much. And I just wait for you. It's all that I can do. Here I wait for you. Ah-ooh, 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 ah. A silver thread connects our bellies and our chests. I'll live once we have met. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 hey.
Again, that's a live performance right here of the cast of 100 Days from Actors Theater joining us, giving us a little sneak peek. Kyle, let's run down the line one more time of how to get tickets, when are the performances, all that good stuff.
Great. So 100 Days is performing October 6 to 15. So that's next week, Thursday, we open. You can get tickets at atgr.org. Performances are at Spectrum Theater on GRCC's campus. And again, it's pay what you can, donation-based ticketing. So please come, be a part of the story, and experience this beautiful, beautiful piece of theater.
And you're doing a great job of narrating kind of this little segment here. So tell us, what do we got next in the performance here?
I said, she's got this trauma, this thing that keeps coming back that's really causing her to struggle how to move forward. And she has this recurring dream that she's going to meet the person that she's going to madly fall in love. It's the person of her life. And she is suddenly going to discover that he has only 100 days to live. And so this dream becomes worse and worse and more difficult to get out of after she meets Sean. And so this next song is kind of when she gets stuck in the dream and she doesn't know how to move forward. She sees the doctor who's telling her, like, I'm sorry, the love of your life only has 100 days. I don't know what you want to do. And she has to face, like, how do I move forward with that? And do I want to stay in this relationship and potentially be hurt in this way? Or do I dare step into love? It's beautiful.
It is. No, it really, just hearing you talking about it, we've got to see this, absolutely. Again, from Actors Theater, 100 Days, cast right here. Take it away.
Lift me. Please lift me. Please lift me. Lift me. Lift me. Please. The house that she'd built on her chest has collapsed. It's collapsed. The doctor explains, but she can't hear the rest. She's collapsed, she's collapsed, she's collapsed. She looks down as the ground falls away. Lift me. Please lift me. Please lift me. Lift me. Lift me. Please. I look at these hands, but they couldn't be mine. He's looking at my face, the thing in its place. So you say, okay, you understand, but the floor falls away, and you'll never land. You'll never land. You're suspended. You're suspended. You're suspended in space. You can't find space. No, no, there's no air up there. No, no, there's no air up there. No, no, there's no air up there. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. You won't have to breathe. Oh, no. Lift me. Please lift me. Please lift me. Lift me, lift me, please. I'm pulled apart. I'm hovering, I'm hovering, I'm hovering. I'm pulled apart. I'm hovering, I'm hovering. I'm pulled apart. I'm hovering, I'm hovering, I'm hovering.
And as Abigail is in this place, trying to figure out her forever optimist boyfriend, Sean, says, I have a plan. Why don't we just look at those 100 days and take advantage of them? Why don't we try to live a lifetime in 100 days? And that is what this next song is. It is 100 Days, the title song from the show. Take it away, team.
you're my man, a bright light away, away.
Hey! We are young. We meet for the first time.
First time
We look up and find we've never had it any better.
and when we find he'll never get better, we'll build the world and fight the time.
I will never die. I make America I am a universe I'll never go away. Hey, 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 hey. I am a universe I'm your man. I'll never go away, away, away. Hey!
You say no, oh, you don't believe us. Break the hearts and say goodbye. You will never die. I want 100 days of bright light. Hey, hey, away. 100 days, you're my man. A bright light away, away. Hey.
I make America I am a universe I'll never go away. Hey, 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 hey. I am a universe I'm your man. I'll never go away, away, away.
We are stars.
We can burn forever before we're gone. Before we're gone. Bang, bang, bang. Never come back
Kissing,
again.
waving,
Never
nodding,
come back
smiling,
again.
hugging,
Never
explaining,
coming back again.
lying,
I'll hold all of the
bye,
shards
bye,
that make her.
bye.
Never coming back
Kissing,
again.
waving,
Never
nodding,
coming back
smiling,
again.
hugging,
Never coming back
explaining,
again.
lying,
I'll hold all of the shards that make her whole. On and on. On and on. I'll hold all of the shards that make her. I want 100 days of bright light. Hey, hey, away. 100 days, I'm your man. A bright light away, away. Hey, I make America I am a universe I'll never go away. Hey, 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 hey. I am a universe I'm your man. I'll never go away, away, away. Hey!
Wow, that's the cast of 100 Days over at Actors Theater, giving you a little sneak peek right there. 100 Days opens October 6th. It runs October 6th through 8th, 13th through 15th. You've got a show on October 9th as well. All this information you can find online. It's actorstheatergrandrapids.org. I was pulling up the website to see how it all kind of worked and everything, and saw that line again of innovative, challenging, and thought-provoking. And what a show to welcome Actors Theater back to the community. So great work. So great to have you back and putting on these wonderful performances.
Thank you. We're excited. And this cast is amazing. And they're all playing their own instruments and instruments they've never played
I was
before.
gonna say, I remember you saying that. You know, accordion. You can't. That's not one you just pick up and say, "Yeah, I'll figure it out." Who
Like,
does
sure,
that?
I played percussion before, and I know keyboard, so, you know, I can do that.
That's amazing. 100 Days over at Actors Theater. Again, online information, actorstheatergrandrapids.org. Great to see you all. Break a leg over there. Everything sounds great. Again, you've got to tune to WYCE 88.1 FM. We're ending our broadcast here at Listening Room, and we're going to take it back to the studio where Shane German will take over the airwaves and get you through a world of music through the afternoon. Thanks to Morgan Hayner on sound and the staff, everybody that helps us get this broadcast, again, every Thursday at 12 p.m. right here at Listening Room. Keep it tuned right here. Shane German takes it over. It's a world of music on WYCE.